Because I'm human!
Touch wood.
Subscribe to Jalsy and Steve.
Subscribe to Jalsy and Steve.
Subscribe to Jalsy and Steve.
Hello everybody and welcome to another video on Jalsy and Steve, who yesterday turned 1 year old on Facebook. Did you know that, Paul?
Oh no, I didn't. Mate, I didn't. Wow.
This time this video is for the match preview for Sunderland versus Stoke, at 12:30 kick-off on Saturday in this beautiful place behind us.
Now then, Stephen, we've got a few things we're going to be talking about here. Obviously, we want to touch upon the Sheffield United game. Well, to be honest, mate, it was a game of spells. I thought we had spells. I thought they had spells. I thought we didn't look out to place with them, even though they are top of the league. And there would have been 2 points clear if they didn't get 2 points deducted. I thought we showed our what on it.
I agree. I mean, I think more spells than what they did. I think we dominated the... If you look at the overall game, I think we dominated the majority of it. They're a good team, we knew that, but we give them a game, and I think we give them probably the harder game than they've had all season.
You feel that fans said, didn't they?
Yeah, we went there and we went for it, but I mean, I can stand here and I can say where I think I went wrong, just like usual sit there watching and usual see where you went wrong. For me, it was the decision making in the final third. I thought Tommy Watson was outstanding, and he got a lot of plaudits for his performance. Paddy Roberts, and this isn't because he missed a penalty. I knew he was a penalty taker this season, so I'm not going to be one of these ones who's seen someone else should attack. And it's easy to say someone else should have took a penalty when someone's missed one. But for me, the decision making, always cutting in. I said it in my preview for the Sheffield United game, didn't I? He's predictable. He's going to go down the wing. He's going to cut in, and
he's struggling at the minute because some of the pictures I've seen of him, like with fans, it just looks like he's going through it at the minute. Like his form's not there. We just need him to rediscover it.
He'll know himself.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He will,
Footballers aren't daft. They didn't come and play. I mean, he won't come off the pitch on Friday thinking, I played mid.
No,
you know what I mean?
Like,
and it does affect him, you know what I mean? Because he knows, well, he knows how much it means to everyone and himself, because they play for themselves, you know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, they play for the fans, but at the end of the day, it's their career.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Totally, mate. But like you said, the Sheffield United game, the referee spoiled the game for both teams. Now, the Watson chance, when he was through, Watson's next touch would have been shot at goal. So that should have been a red card in my eyes.
That one, I mean, that was a big talking point. For Mepham to get sent off for his challenge, the straight red, that means that the one who brought down, Robinson who brought down Watson, Watson was actually going straight through one goal where whatever he's called, the Sheffield United player, he actually cut left where Watson was through. So it should have been a red. Mepham's, from my eyes, Mepham's was a red as well, but the Robinson one was as well. So, you know, look, hindsight's a wonderful thing. The referee, he didn't ruin the game, but he made some bad decisions. Nines held his hand up, held his hand up in there because it was his dodgy throw-in that led to Sheffield United going on the attack when Mepham came in, slided, obviously, which got him his red card, which Reggie has said today in his press conference that they didn't appeal it because it works in their favour if they don't.
Because it's only one game on it.
I don't know about that. No, but the reason they didn't appeal it, it's because it's one game, and if he gets another yellow, he'd have been another game suspended.
Right.
But after 18 games or 19 games or something, that's the deadline.
Cancels off.
So we need Rig and Job to not get booked on Saturday, and therefore they won't get any suspensions.
Sheffield United game, mate, I thought we played really well. I thought, to be brutally honest, I thought we slightly edged it, maybe. I thought we were really
I don't think we slightly edged it. I think we were the better team overall on that Friday night.
Well, a lot of their fans did come up on our page and say, that's the best team I've ever seen play at our place.
Yeah.
Listen, in the last...
Wait, this season. Let's they were playing against Man City last season.
Well, you know what I mean. We haven't looked at the place against any team in the top six, and that's just credit down to the lads. We're waiting for players to come in from suspension and injury, and we just seem to be getting better. Look, you can look back at the last couple of games, right? Sheffield United, we deserve something out of that. West Brom at home, we're absolutely battered West Brom. We were miles better than them. Then the games before that, it was a game of two halves, Millwall and Coventry, and we tossed points away there. Now, another two games previous to that was Preston and QPR, and we were lucky to get a point out of them once. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at how far back you're going.
I'm
looking around for your DeLorean to see how far back in the past you're going.
Because that's the last time we've won a game, you know what I mean?
Oh, God, I know that.
But if you look at it, we've been getting better as we're getting more players back from injuries and suspensions.
Well, the positives for me about the Sheffield United and the West Brom game, I know we got picked up Sheffield United, but and I said it after the West Brom game, we went for it from first and second half. Yes, the decision making for me is a big issue at the minute in the final third. I've said it in quite a few videos. We are predictable. Isidore is making runs left, right and centre, and he's not getting fed the ball because the wingers always want to cut in. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, so if you're bored, block your ears now. Wingers should do an old-fashioned winger's job, not always just cut in and get to shoot at the edge of the box. Run down to the byline and whip across in, because we've got players now making the runs in the box who can capitalise on that kind of football.
We have an actual proper striker as well.
And other teams won't expect it, because all we do is cut in. Now, I'm not saying do that all game, chop and change. You're allowed to do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
It's frustrating me now, like, because we've been doing it for so many seasons, and for seasons we've been asking, mix it up, do something different. Put a cross in. Now, this season's the first time in the last couple of years, really, where we've actually had a striker making runs in the box. So there will be someone in there who'll meet it or who'll get on the end of it. Just look at Mundell's cross to Isidore's for the first goal against Coventry.
That's the thing, mate. He is a proper striker. He's not one of these round pegs and square holes, as you sort of say, like with Joe last season. You know what I mean? He's a proper striker. So and he's fucking huge.
Oh, he's
6'3" or something like that.
He's a big fella, that's for sure.
So he's going to get on the end of things if you put the good balls into the box.
Yeah. But I'd just like to say it, and Nick Barnes asked him, he obviously watches our channel, Nick Barnes asked Reggie in the press conference, and Reggie just went on a big waffle about how the wingers are important. Now, yes, we know wingers are important, they're a vital part of the game, but when they're doing the same thing every game, then it's too predictable and you can't capitalise on things. Now, Tommy Watson was fantastic against Sheffield United, and he was doing things different. He was putting crosses in, he was skinning the players. There was loads of pundits talking about Tommy Watson just after that one performance. Obviously, it didn't go the same way for Roberts. But
that's the thing with Watson, mate. That I thought, do you know, when we had Watson on the pitch and he got subbed off, we were surprised. Now, I thought our game dropped off a little when Watson got took off. I really did. He was our outlet down the left-hand side. And he, like you say, mate, he was outstanding. He was the previous game when he was on.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's reminded me of something. One thing that I have got a gripe with Reggie, and now you can disagree or not, I don't care, his substitutions, they didn't make any sense to me. Now, West Brom, I said he made them too late, and the ones he made were wrong. Sheffield United, when we were 0-0, we still with a chance of the game, obviously, he took Watson off, who'd been our best player. And he brought Elise on, so he took an attacking left winger off and put on a left back or centre half. And then when we went 1-0 down, we're now chasing the game. You see Mayenda stripped off. Oh, champion, he's bringing another striker on. No, he's replacing the current striker with another striker.
He went didn't he?
Instead of putting an extra one on to try and get that goal back, I'll take that one off so there's still only one up front. Oh, yeah, man. And he's been documented quite a few times in interviews saying that he's waiting for players to come back because the bench is very weak or it's very young. Deal with it. We've been playing with a young squad for God knows how long. We've got players there who you can bring on the pitch, and I'd rather have a young, hungry player going on trying to do something than keep the same thing on the pitch that isn't working.
I think I agree with you. Instead of going like for like, gone with two up top. If we're chasing the game, gone two up top. I think Colony will work really well playing just off Isidore. I really do.
Yeah.
But now, why don't we try that in the next game?
I would like to see a mix, a chop and change in formation every now and again as well. But that's enough about that. We've just spoke for ages about the Sheffield United game. Well, now we move on to Stoke City. Now, Stoke City this season they're having a typical Stoke City season so far. Just absolutely bang average.
14th in the league, 21 points. I think they've scored 19 on that.
Yeah, they've scored 19, conceded 22. Goal difference of -3. They've won 5, won 5, drew 6, lost 7. So they're just having a bang average. They're not conceding all that many, but they're not grinding out positive results all the time, you know what I mean?
Like I said, Stephen, in the last 4 games, they haven't won a game. The 2 wins, what they got was Blackburn, who was struggling for form at that time, a newly promoted Derby. Then you can go back to Canny Wiles for the next victory. I think they've won, 3 in 10 or something like that.
They beat Portsmouth 6-1 early on in the season,
right.
And that's where the majority of the goals have come from, to be fair. Like that one game, they've got 19 there, 6 of them coming from there.
They smashed Borough in the Cup 5-0, but I think Borough
paid
a young squad. But listen, they've got the best, in my opinion, goalkeeper in Victor Johansson, and they're relying on him so much this season. Now, he's been getting player of the month practically every month, and I think he's going to get it this month as well. Now, the centre-half, Phillips, I think he's been outstanding for them as well. But like I said, they're relying heavily on him.
Well, we spoke about him last year with Rotherham, because Rotherham were dying to death. They really were. But he stopped basically, the way Rotherham played last season, he got a lot of action.
Aye,
you know what I mean?
Aye.
But he was impressive. I remember we spoke about it last season. He is a very good goalkeeper. Hopefully, we'll have the nous to get past him, and obviously on Saturday. But it is it's not very often we mention goalkeepers in this. The players we've got to keep an eye on are. Right, yeah, so a couple of players we've got to keep an eye on. They've got Milian Manhuef. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists this season. Tom Cannon, he's got 7 goals and 1 assist, but 3 of them goals have come from the penalty spot this season. And they've also got a good playmaker in Bae Young Ho. South Korean player. He's only a young lad and he's got 0 goals this season, but he's got 5 assists. He's very much their playmaker.
They've also got Sam Gallagher. I rate this player. He was really good at Blackburn. And he is out with a calf injury. Well, I don't know if he's ready now for this game, but he was out with a calf injury. Also, they've got their best right back in the world, Lyndon Gooch.
He's only played 5 games this season so far, but he played in the last game. There's always a place in our heart for Lyndon. We love Lyndon.
Definitely.
Absolutely love him. And I will be giving him a clap on
100%.
On Saturday when I see him.
That's it for Cirkin. Because like you said, he hasn't been getting any minutes.
No, but he played on...
As a sub, wasn't it?
But he played against Burnley in the last game.
Came on as a sub.
We'll get there early, so we'll see them warming up and go, Lyndon!
Like we always see every game. Not every game is an easy game. Every game in this championship is a hard game. You've got to be very cautious of going into certain games. You can't just think, because it's this team, we're going to win.
No, definitely
not.
What
I mean? Or even if it's a team at the top, it's going to be a hard game. To be honest, we performed quite well against every team in the top 6. The one where I thought, Jesus, they looked good was Leeds at home. I thought Leeds looked really good, but to be honest, we matched them up. So
I mean, I don't like seeing, especially this early on in the season, we're nearly halfway, but this early on in the season, that it's a must-win game, because they're not. But I do think it's important that we put out a statement of what our intentions are. Yes, we've just lost our first game in 11 matches. We drew the 5 before that, which isn't inspiring. You know what I mean? It's not really, other teams will be looking, thinking, they're dropping off here, they're dropping off. Now, yes, although as we've just discussed, we have played well in the last 2 games, but we haven't gotten the results to show for it. So I think at home, in front of a bumper crowd, I think we need to really put them to the sword and show our intentions.
Exactly, batter the team.
We haven't battered anyone since Chef Wed.
Well, to be honest, mate, the last 2 performances we performed and we're putting a shift out of the full 90. It wasn't like I said, the Millwall and the Coventry game, what was a game of 2 halves. We literally went for the full 90 minutes. So if we do that again at home against Stoke, it was like 14th mid-table. They're below mid-table now.
Yeah.
We should be battering these. We have to be battering. And it's the first game of the triple that we're playing these in the fucking 30 days or so.
You got so much louder there when you went, first game!
Because I'm fuming! What a shit draw in the FA Cup that was.
We're going to be sick of the sight of bloody Stoke City.
They'll be sick of the sight of us as well.
We should just have 3 games of rock, paper, scissors and call it a day.
You know.
Team selection this week for Sunderland. As we know, Mepham is out, suspended.
Yep.
Cirkin, I don't know if he's going to be back or not. If he is, he'll just slop straight into left. Left back, Hume on the right, O'Nien and Ballard in the middle. That's fairly straightforward. If Cirkin isn't back, then Elise left back, and then the other 3 that I've just said.
Yep. We have quite a few players in defence, so we can choose up on Yelder as well. He could come in.
Yeah.
He could come into the fold.
But I'm just think that's what he'll go with.
Oh, probably not.
Oh, that's what I would go with anyway. You know what I mean? But I think the midfield trio will stay the same with Neil, Job and Rigg.
Now I want to get you off the fence for a change. Like you always love to sit on. You've got a few splinters, haven't you?
Now I sat on the fence once when I said 1-1.
Tell the God's honest truth. Players in current form, who would you start in the midfield?
Wait.
Who would you want to start?
Well, Neil, Job and Rigg, because everyone else is injured.
Are they?
Brown's injured.
What about, what's his name, Lexic?
Alexis, no, I just want him to get more minutes. I wouldn't start him.
Oh, you wouldn't start him?
No.
Oh, well,
I just want him to get more minutes.
He's still on that fence.
I'm not on the fence. I'm being realistic. He's getting on the pitch once this season, and that was against Millwall, and I like the look of him. He looked very sharp. His footwork was brilliant, and his work rate for while he was on the pitch was fantastic. But I want to see him get more minutes.
Thought he got a lot of stick of a few in our fan base from the fact that he didn't take that chance and he put it straight at the keeper. I thought he was going to try and get under his legs, but then the accountant scored from there. But there was a
That's
lot of
the
bad,
only reason he's
there was
getting
that-
stick.
There was a lot of bad football from him on that shot till them scoring.
Of course there was.
Midfielders were getting sucked in, and then Luke 19 was gone, and there was too much space. So, you know, the defence went across and it was a tap-in.
Yeah, you know what some fans are like, bloody, you know, they'll blame people for anything. But yes, him not putting that chance away. I mean, I even heard some people saying, "Oh, you should have just pumped it in the crowd." I'm like, he's not going to do that when he's 2-1-1, is he? You know what I mean?
What?
You know what I mean? Oh, if he put it out for a goal kick, then they wouldn't have went forward and scored.
Like you say,
get a grip.
like
on,
you say, Stephen, hindsight is a
wonderful
good thing. You know what I mean?
But the midfield trio for me will be the same. Right. Tommy Watson's got to keep his pace on the left. Me personally, I would drop Roberts and I would put Mayenda on the right. Mayenda was brilliant against Millwall on the right hand side, and when he came on last week, he did more in his short spell on the pitch than what Roberts did. Now, yes, it might be a case of Roberts is lacking confidence, and I know a lot of people are going to say, "No, keep him on the pitch. He needs to build his confidence." No, I'm sorry, no, you didn't. We need to win games. We need to start getting points again. He needs some time on the bench. Give him a break. Give him a breather. Put Mayenda on, and obviously Isidore up top.
Well, I would definitely go with Watson, Isidore and Mayenda for the same reasons. It's not the first game where he's been off the ball. This has been like since the start of the season, basically. I think he improved. One game where we both did say, my God, Roberts was on fire today, but that was once in the majority of the season.
He's got one goal this season, which was a penalty earlier on, and he's got 3 assists. I think he's got the most assists this season,
not bad, like.
but it's still only 3. We've played 18 games.
Aye, true.
We've scored 26 goals.
But listen, but people shitting on Mayenda. You've got to think Mayenda start the season absolutely outstanding. Yes, it was as a striker, but you've seen what he can bring to the table out on the right hand side. He was leading players for dust. There was numerous times. I think it was Millwall when he was on. He was getting down, right? He was in really good positions, but Reig or Danny just weren't getting the ball to him. It was getting intercepted every time. I really do rate Mayenda, and I think it is now a chance for him to show that it's his position.
Me personally, like to see Paul's just a great dad. I've Mayenda on the right, Watson on the left, and Isidore up top. Because let's be honest, we think he is going to keep the same formation as he has done all season. But yeah, I think that's what I would do. Like I say, Cirkin to be in at left back if he's available to play. If not, at least in Ballard or 9.
Touch wood, we're not chasing the game, but if we are, then please, didn't go like for like, just go 2 up top.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
But it's not going to happen. We're going to score early on.
But I think we're on better than me. What do you reckon?
Time will tell.
Scotland here?
Go on then, go for it.
I'm going to say Sunderland will win this game. Like I said, Stoke. The only problem I've got, right, is their goalkeeper. He's the best goalkeeper in the league. And I think they're too reliant on him. And I think Sunderland are going to win this game 4-0. That's what I'm going for. 4-0 win.
Well, I think Sunderland's going to win this game as well. And yes, they've got a good goalkeeper, but I'm not fussed. I didn't care. I can't believe you've just said that scoreline.
Why? You on a tattered?
No, I was going to say 5-0.
Oh, right, there you go.
I'm going to say 5-0 Sunderland. I'm going for it. It's nearly Christmas. You know what I mean?
Happy Christmas to us. Christ.
Which means now me and Paul have said that it's going to be 0-0.
Oh, you know.
But hey, so he'll take the blame if it is 0-0.
No, you will.
No, you will.
You went higher, cheer.